Welcome once again to your poetry class. In the previous class, we have completed one of the stanza of your poem Self-Dependence by Matthew Arnold. And if you remember, in the first stanza, it was being mentioned that the poet feels very much tired and he was sick of asking the question to himself that what I am and what I ought to be. And he was actually standing on a ship, on a front place of the ship, or you can say the prow of the ship, and it shows the progress of the human being, or you can say the life of the journey of life of a human being who was crossing the slowly was crossing the stages of the life. And the second line, which I explain you as what I am and what I ought to be, it shows that how man is restless, is not satisfied. He is not satisfied with the home in himself, neither he is satisfied with the outside world. So that restlessness being shown, and he wanted the answer from the nature. And what is the time described over here? The time is the night, because it is being said that the whole sea is actually shining because of the stars in the sky. Now let us start the next stanza. And a look of passionate desire, and a look of passionate desire over the sea and to the stars I send. Passionate, a strong feeling of enthusiasm, zeal, your like strong feeling for doing something. Like how do you feel when you are just imagine out that today you are going for a picnic, so from the college, from the school. How do you feel? You feel very enthusiastic, very active, you are very energetic and passionate. Here all the emotions are being completely at one point focused. That is the passionate. So how he looked towards with the passionate desire, he looked towards over the sea. That means he is looking towards the sky. And to the stars I send. He gave a very passionate look towards the sky, or you can say towards the star, because he needs the answer. What he is asking? Ye, who from my? Ye here actually your. Like thou in first poem of your syllabus, A Little Grain of Gold, we have read about this thou, thee. Here the same here. This is ye is the plural of thou, like your. So you are who from my childhood up have calmed me. Means you have calmed me. You have calmed me down. Like you have always satisfied my thoughts, my desires. Whatever I have, like whatever the restlessness I have, whatever my desires are, whenever I feel something not good for me, I'm upset or something, you are the one who has helped me. You are the one who calmed me, satisfied me. Now calm me again. Here it is about the childhood, when he was being calmed down by the stars over the sky, and you can see the ship, the water, everything has you can say the overall nature has calmed him during his childhood days. Now this calm me once again means now at present. Calm me, compose me to the end. Compose, manage to control one's feelings. Now please calm me down one more time. To the end means till the end of my life. Make me satisfied, make me feel relaxed, make me feel relieved. So you have done from my childhood, now you also do this to me till my end. Here this is not only, he is talking definitely to the nature, but it is not only about the poet, it is about the whole human beings. Because of the continuous progress in every field, technology to you can say the tradition, values to ethics to everything, we have progressed a lot. The way we behave, the way we talk, the way it has improved, the way we are living the life, it has improved a lot when compared to the previous lifetimes. You must have heard maybe that previously grinders were not there, only radio was there, and tape recorders were there, and the TVs were having like a big box TVs were there, no flat TVs were there. Even computer, when in your childhood we must have seen the computer with a big box like, then slowly it has been transformed into a small flat type screens. So the monitors have become changed. These things, slowly now you got the touch screen phones. Previously when the first phone has come out in the market, it was such a small one which does not have, which can only able to communicate with the people, and with that we can send the messages, and that was like one of the great thing. But slowly now it has get a improvement into that. So that means daily one or the other field we are progressing. We are progressing, and with the progress we are getting more restless. We are continuously trying to, or you can say striving for betterment. But are we satisfied in our life? That's here he wanted to convey. He is not talking about himself. He is talking about the whole humanity. Everyone, like in previous stanza I said, he was asking what I am, what I ought to be. That means the same thing, like everybody has the feeling like I have to achieve more, I wanted to do better, but I haven't done. So nobody is satisfied with their life. Here he is saying that someone should be there to calm me down, and whoever has calmed me from the childhood, you can say the nature has calmed him down. So now he wanted the same nature to calm him once again. In the same way, human beings have also supposed to calm them down by thinking that everybody is achieving something in their own fields. And if there is a rivalry, there is a competition, make it a better competition. Don't go for cutthroat competition. A healthy competition should be there. Don't like feel if suppose I am competing with the other person is supposed to be a failure. No, help him out also, help him to reach. There are so many opportunities are there outside for everybody. So why to just cut the place of the other person? Don't try to take the place of others. Don't replace. Be your own. Find the way for your own self without clearing the or you can say creating the problems for the other persons. Clear your own path, but don't create problems for the other ones, and be satisfied with whatever you are getting. Now in the third stanza, once more I cried. Cried means shout, screamed. It's not the crying which is related to weeping. He is shouting, like screaming out. Once more. Ye stars, ye water, on my heart your mighty charm renew. Like your stars, one more time. Your stars, your water. He is talking to nature. Your water, your nature has again given me some energy. On my heart, your mighty charm. The charm, the powerful, mighty means the powerful charm of your waters, of your stars have again once again given me the energy. I am getting the energy from you, or you give me the energy. He wanted one more time. Here already he just gave us a glimpse of past, that when he was a child he has got the satisfaction from the, or you can say the relaxation after watching the nature. Here also again in present he wanted this attitude, he wanted to get composed by the nature and by the, you can say the sea, the water, everything, the stars, everything can make him compose. So here also he said that your mighty charm renew your mighty charm, give me your once again the powerful charm, and let me feel satisfied, let me get some relaxation. Still let me, as I gaze upon you. These things still give me something, energy. When I gaze means here look steadily for long, continuously looking at one thing. That is gaze, stare. The other word for gaze is stare. So continuously looking at one thing. So I gaze upon you. I was looking at you with the questions in my eyes that I wanted the answers and I wanted some relaxation. Here just imagine it out, like how he is comparing all the human race. Human beings are continuously striving for their betterment, and they, as I said, they have a lot of competition. And if you compare the same with that of the nature has also variety of the things, but do they have their competition? Everybody has their own space and they are enjoying their freedom. They are not snatching away others. They are satisfied with whatever the place they are. Sun has the responsibility to be actually rise in the morning, and in the night moon takes over the responsibility. Do they have any competition? And in that competition, if suppose, just imagine it out, one day the moon is coming in the morning, because no, why sun should come in the morning, I should come in the morning, and sun should come in the night. Will it be possible? No, of course not. In the same way, like nature has decided some duties, has divided some duties to everything. So they are performing their duties since the ages. You can say since the inception of earth till the destruction of earth. They will do all these continuously without having any type of the complaint or restlessness. They have their own duties to be performed. So here he is said that the same. Like, why we don't get satisfaction? Why don't we perform our duties in a proper way? Still let me, as I gaze upon you, still I am feeling that your charm is helping me, your charm is affecting me. Feel my soul becoming vast like you. It is about the ocean. You means here he is talking to ocean, the sea where he was crossing. Just now what I said, in the competition we cannot snatch away others' opportunities, or as I have just now given the example of sun and the moon. He is saying the same here. Feel my soul becoming vast. Open your mind. Make your heart vast. Make your soul vast. Let us accept others also. Let us accept it as a progress of the others. Don't make it a feel of jealousy. Instead of being jealous, it's better to appreciate others. They will definitely appreciate you. Whatever you are achieving is something you have done on your own, and whatever the others are achieving, they are doing on their own. So where is the need to go for jealousy? He is saying that my soul, after looking at the whole nature, observing the nature, my soul is becoming vast like you. That means it is becoming so much vast that I am ready to accept the people as they are. I am ready to accept the competition. I am ready to accept in a healthy way, competition in a healthy way. Understood? So here the whole, even though the stanzas are referring only to the sea and the stars, and I wanted the calmness, I am the restless one, but here it is about the whole mankind. Mankind is getting so restless, not satisfying by himself. Every person is not satisfied by himself. Either he wanted this or that. I wanted this, but I didn't get that. This is the continuous cycle of the people's thoughts. So, and for that purpose only, maybe the people are getting so much depression. Because of this reason only, the depression or stress is getting increased day by day in the people. So, he actually representing, or you can say saying the comparing our heart to become like that of the ocean, to be a vast one. I hope you have understood both the stanzas clearly. Again, I'll repeat the same advice, that read the poem, underline. I have given all the difficult words here, all the glossary, passionate, compose, gaze and ye. But if you need any more words, please find out and then read it out. And I said in the previous class, underline the word and then remember the meaning of the word. It will be easier for you to write down the annotation, and this poem is actually easy for understanding and for interpreting. If you understand properly, you can interpret properly. Interpret your own views, you can give that, and after understanding only you can go ahead for this. So understand the whole poem, the 3 stanzas carefully. Whenever, like after this class, when you read these 2 stanzas, read first stanza also. So you can easily relate first, second, third. Then after the explanation of the other stanzas, you can have to read the other previous ones. Hope you have understood what I wanted to say. Okay, in the next class, we'll continue the explanation of the same poem with the new stanzas. So by the time, take care, have a nice day.